closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Snowhawks and the Jets on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Portland Snowhawks taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in wondering what on earth is going on here as they sit in last place at 0-7.
And it's really difficult to report to work every day with that type of a losing streak looming over you. How do you break out of it? And you're looking at each other to try and figure it out.
Meanwhile, for this visiting Portland club, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, offensive player of the week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Here's Howell. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Howell down to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both. Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call it?
The receiver still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that. There he goes, left side.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
It's a big play there on 3rd down. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Mahomes is going to run the option left. Now bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Mahomes. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Pacheco on the read option. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. 3rd down and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Snowhawks are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 3rd and 1. How's going to throw it? That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Howell. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stop short of the goal line. On game of 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Portland football here ready to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Snowhawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Out of the gun, it's Howell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Cook up the gut. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to throw, Howell. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he's able to take this one out to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The New York set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And Howe will throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on third. And he completes it to Wilson. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A give to Pacheco off the option. There's a nice move. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
48-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Portland first down.
Mahomes going to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
A gain of a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
And 9 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Snowhawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Howell. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? That he's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And a yard at the 37-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, Mahomes. Another catch there for Waddle. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And fights him off. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Snowhawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 28-0.
Jets, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. Powell down to throw it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second down throw for Howell. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and they will remain well behind.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Mahomes to throw. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
That's taken on the 25.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
First down, Portland.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Portland 1st down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash. This from 33. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down, Howell to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Now Howell. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Able to find the open man.
That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a first and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
And Howell will throw it. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Howell from the gun. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put...
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 73 yards. And the Snowhawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And now out come the Jets. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run again on first down. Cook. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw, Howell. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And once more, Howell back to the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
They go play action with Howell.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up, right?
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up when the ball gets to the receiver. Moment of truth, knock it away.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Running left to give to Pacheco. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here's 2nd and 3. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The offense on third down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Howell's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Howell.
2nd and 5.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. It's Howell with another throw.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Howell now to throw it.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Howell, and he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again.
And the defense, they get to Howell. They'll go down here. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Howell.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
3rd and long. Here's Howell.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for Portland, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.